It's the Babz bye-week rewind. Week 5, the Indianapolis Colts coming into Foxboro, take on the New England Patriots. And what was great about this is that you knew this game was going to be all Patriots. You just had that feeling from the beginning of the week. The Pats are coming off the big win against Miami, who was 3-0. Just kicked their ass at Foxboro. Now it's a short week headed into Thursday night. The biggest storyline heading into this game was the return of Incredible. Julian Edelman, the squirrel himself, was coming back from that 4-game suspension for PEDs.
So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. Your lies on mine. She said she'd never turn on me. Your lies on mine. But you did. Your lies on mine. All this pain you said I'd never be.
Not only you know that you had Edelman coming back, Sony Michel played great the week before. You have James White, you got Josh Gordon, you got Gronk, and then all of a sudden on the Colts side of the ball, Thursday night they didn't have T.Y., they didn't have Marlon Mack, no Jack Doyle, they were missing half their secondary. You just absolutely knew that this game was going to be all Patriots. Growing up through the years, you looked forward to playing the Colts every year. You wanted to see Brady Manning, and sure, Brady might have had Manning's number during the regular season, and you can say Manning has had Brady's number in the postseason overall in their careers. But you knew when you played the Colts, it was going to be a close, exciting finish. And ever since Manning left, it just hasn't been the same. Literally, this Colts organization, since Manning has left, has been just a meme of itself. Yeah. They made the AFC title game with Andrew Luck before in the past and got smoked in Foxboro. They made another playoff game and got smoked in Foxboro. They've had their 2 good years. But just look at this example of that little whatever special teams play they were trying to run. The Colts team absolutely is garbage. So just going into this game, you know, I could say I was nervous in Jacksonville because it was hot. I could say I was nervous in Detroit because Matt Patricia was 0-2. But I had confidence sky high. You knew this was going to be a W. So even though my confidence is sky high going to the game, knowing we were going to win, after that Miami game, which I didn't mention this last podcast, was that I ripped my cargos. I was bending down and I was squatting and they got caught in my knees and I absolutely tore it right in the crotch. So that was Sunday night. And this Colts game's on a Thursday. And now it's, we're talking about early October, first week of October. It's not cargo short season anymore. It's not short season in general. I actually had to grab T-guns and go to 6 different stores on Tuesday night just to find a new pair of cargos in time for the game on Thursday. I went to an Army bag store. They said, nope, we're all out for the season. I went to Old Navy, didn't have any. I had to go to Sears. I had to go to Sears to buy my new cargo shorts. The same ones that I'm still wearing today, by the way.
Let's go! Game day ready! Let's go Patriots!
So if you've been paying attention through all this, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you know who this is. This is jGillys. Came out with me to Sweep Feet bowling event. And he came out to me with Chicago, which is a story I'm going to get out a little bit later, losing the tickets. But I got us both tickets to this event. He strike a little deal, say, hey, I'll drive us down there. I'll pay for parking. jGillys got me. So he picks me up at my house. We drove to the Malden train station. We were going to go pick up Pat's Perfect. Pat's Perfect was another person that we had coming to the game with us, and all of a sudden, jGillys' car broke down. Something happened with his axle. The car was wobbling all over the place right before we get on the highway. And now, I hate weekday games, Thursday night games, because traffic's everywhere. We were trying to leave for about 1:30 to get down to Foxboro for 3, meet up with the group, and we had to bring his car to the shop. They told him, hey, it's going to be a couple grand just to fix this. I had to take an Uber back to my house. I had to go pick up my car. I had to transfer everything over. So already off the bat, I didn't have my cargos were ripped, and I had to find new ones for the week, and his car broke down. I was still confident the Patriots were going to win this game. And this face says it all. Game day traffic during the week. We didn't hit the road till about 3 o'clock. You have to go through Boston, through the tunnel, going south. Everyone's out at the same time. And I just knew we were going to be late. But hey, it is what it is. You're going through back roads. There's just bumper to bumper everywhere. You keep looking at the GPS and it gets longer and longer and longer in time. So no matter what, end of the day, knew we were going to make it down there. It was about 4:30 in the afternoon, but we made it down Gillette Stadium. We made it to P3. We made it to see Silver Bullet. We were ready to go. So this is my second home game of the season. I missed the first game because of an illness. I was just there the past Sunday. And what's been great about doing social media, just saying, hey, come out to meet us at P3. And you see Pat's Perfect here in the middle as well. People that follow, it's always awesome to meet anybody that supports you, anybody out there that loves what you're doing, just to have a quick beer with you or just say what's up, take a picture, talk with you, shoot the shit. You already hear me right now ranting. I love just talking. It is what it is. But it was just something extra special at the tailgate. And then you also get a little glimpse of me getting wild, just having fun.
T. Whitehill, and I see you over there. All the Colts fans are saying, hey, good luck this week. You know what? Luck is for losers, and that's why Indy drafted Andrew Luck.
We take a special commercial break as this podcast is sponsored by Igloo Coolers. Hashtag Igloo Anywhere. Hashtag Igloo Coolers. Find yours today at igloocoolers.com. So the three of us made it in there, just made it right in time for kickoff. Went down to our seats. Amazing. Second row behind the Colts bench. You got the Jinx himself, jGillys, Pat's Perfect, all ready to view. And what I liked about this is that I wanted to bring jGillys with me because he's a huge Edelman fan. He's had that jersey for a long time now, so he was amped up. He was excited to see Jules making his return for the game. We don't even have to break down the game at all. It came, it went. The Colts absolutely got murdered in the first half. Knew it. I know they came back towards the end a little bit, scored, defense let up, and that's something that's been happening throughout the season. But, again, you see me just passionate because you're coming off that back-to-back road losses, and then I go out there, Miami. I didn't get to go to the game, but you're just telling you, like, don't give up on this team. And I felt like a lot of people were doing it when they were 1-2, and now they've won 2 in a row. They're over 500. They're 3-2. And you just see the little smirk on my face. You just knew you can't doubt. What was great about this game, too, was that before I did any Instagram stuff, I was always getting on Snapchat, the national Snapchat story. And I actually ended up getting on there again. So it was just funny that it happened again. Game, set, match. Patriots win 3-2. All smiles around myself, Silver Bullet. You just knew that, hey, we got Kansas City now. Sunday Night Football, extra couple of days of rest, ready to go forward for that. But even though it was Thursday, I had another event to go to in a couple of days. I almost got to throw a little love every single episode. Ty Law, he had an event called Hype by My Sneaker Closet, one of his new business ventures. So I showed up down to Providence, Rhode Island. I'm not a sneakerhead, as you can tell. I'm always wearing the same LeBrons everywhere. This guy's got on like $3,000 sneakers, $2,000 sneakers. I got no swag, like with the cargos everywhere and stuff. But it is what it is. You always want to support everybody. And I looked at this event as a great networking opportunity. Got to meet a lot of great people. You know, first, you got to give a shout out to Alpha Andrew. He's the one that is like the man behind getting the sneaker closet out there for marketing and getting all of that set up. So it was awesome to talk with him. Awesome to help cross promote and do whatever we got to do together. I got to meet Jose, who's been following me for a long time, and I was at this event for a couple hours, so we actually got to talk, hang out, and that's what's great. Again, you get to meet people that have been following you for a long time, get to hear their side of the story. Look at him. He's got Robert Kraft signed sneakers, so that was pretty sick. And because if you show me love and you show support and stuff like that, if the timing's always right, you'll always have something good that comes your way. Then in addition to all that, I got to see Green Line Tees, someone that I have helped promote in the past as well. He has awesome Boston Celtics apparel. He's given me his backstory as well. It was cool just to catch up with him. It was the first time we met in person. And it's just, again, you talk to people online for a while, and then all of a sudden, you support each other, and all of a sudden you get to meet together, understand visions on both sides as well. So it was cool to meet him. My first time ever meeting I Am Sirloin. He's been featured on World Star a couple times. He was the musical performer as well, too, for my sneaker closet. It was funny to see him. #Fatway. I got to start getting into that a little bit more. Just loves eating, and he is a funny fuck.
I'll buy you a food truck. I'll buy you some up chicks. I'll get you the sauce up. How you eat a salad? Your life is fucked up. I'm a fat fuck. It's inappropriate. I like eating candy that's super sweet shit. I eat the whole shit. I eat the whole shit. Send me some more shit. You scrawny ass bitch. Hungry. Hold on, starving. Can you make that mac and cheese for me, baby? Cause I want it and I need it. And I gotta eat always, baby. If you love me, cause you're riding. Grab a Whopper with some cheese from the drive-thru.
And then to top off everything, getting to meet Stephon Gilmore. This is my first time meeting him. He was like the special guest of the evening. He came in a little bit later. He had practice that day. And again, just being able to meet Ty Law, being able to try to work with him and work back and help each other out. He introduced me to Gilmore personally. And it was just it was awesome to watch Gilmore and Ty talk about playing that cornerback position, Ty trying to be a mentor to Gilmore, and just seeing that, just watching them two work together was awesome. And it was cool to just be almost like on a personal level. You look at me right here. There's no eye black. That's just me. That's me being me. Sometimes the Spike King and Babz kind of intermingle, but Babz is Babz. I'm just out at the event having a great time. So the weekend's over. The bar has been set. The New England Patriots are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday Night Football. Let's get it. In the past that Kansas City's had your number, and vice versa. You've been able to take down Kansas City. But you knew if this Patriots team that started 1-2, then won their last two, 3-2 now, if they were ready to make a statement for the season and get themselves going, this was the game to do it.